and explain how like reading and understanding myself in hopes that eventually you would do the same for you, so we could really learn how to handle our body systems and our emotions and ourselves throughout the day. Boys, so my name's Emmanuel. I want to start by, well, I mean, I already made a couple of videos about Robert Edward Grant's work that he's doing in Egypt and with the pyramids, and a lot what like the sacred geometry is portraying in our life. And I definitely it's amazing what he's discovering. I feel like it's amazing to learn these things, but it's another thing to actually implement the findings that we're finding in these secret places around the earth that has been left to us, uh, you know, in the past. So I believe that we live in a world that is Maya, but or illusion. But I think that everything is here for us to chew on and for us to become aware of, because the more that facets that we can understand in our life, the more of the whole picture we are able to see. And for obviously there's and obviously there's like tons of teachings that are all over the world. There's Christianity, Buddhism, Tao teachings, uh, Muslim, uh, Muslim faith. There's tons, but I do believe that a lot of that is Maya illusion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the teachings are coming from the same thing, from the same source, the one God, the one that created everything, in my opinion. And we are all a part of that one. And there are a few teachings are that there's a few teachings that I've come across to be that happens to be the foundation of the teachings, but obviously through time that the meanings have been lost. And I believe that we're in a very pivotal time in history that this is coming to light, that there's different teachings taught on a wide scale, and it's there for us to learn so we could learn how to handle our body in this third dimensional life that we live in. And that's what we got to start with. Understood the concept of astrology. Haven't really dove into it, but I know that there's very accurate, information that is derived from astrology. It's been around for thousands of years, and I believe I really have a good like antenna, kind of. You know what I mean? Like I've always been able to see through intentions. But yeah, we'll get more into that as we dive more into myself. I really want to go and explain how like reading and understanding myself in hopes that eventually you would do the same for you, so we could really learn how to handle our body systems and our like emotions and ourselves throughout the day, so we can really become and progressively heal our body and become more aware and focused on what we want in life. And that is the focus here on really explaining these three methods that I'm going to say, and it's going to be over a series of YouTube videos as well. But so the first is human design, second is the gene keys, and the third is obviously astrology. So these are amazing. Like I've always been like in my I mean obviously in our mind like all we can go off of like is our mind. You know what I'm saying? Our information that we have, what we perceive in the world. And ever since I was young, I feel like I've always been in touch. I've always felt like I've always had just like this sixth sense cuz in my life I don't think I've been like put in the best situations, but being put in uncontrollable situations, the best outcomes have come. And I truly believe that is how I went about life and how I attacked life unconsciously. And I'm grateful for that. But it helped me as I grew older and straight away from that unconscious good behavior moving towards to unconscious bad behavior. I kind of like moved away from of that unconsciously, and like as we all do as we get older, we become older kids and become do stupid things. You know, you change and you start taking on different actions and doing different things. And little do we know this is all momentum in what we create in life, you know. And the more conscious you could go about it, the more you can create to your liking. A lot of these things that we're going to talk about, it's for me personally, it's amazing. It's amazing because so since I was so aware at a young age, I've always been aware of like how I've been perceived, what I give off in the world, how what I give off in my day to day energy, in good ways and bad ways. In different times in my life, I've showed up different, and now in life I show up different. You know, and I'm aware of that, and I'm aware of that change, right? Off of just like signs in my day to day. But having concrete, you know, structure and systems that all you do is put in your birth and the time of your birth, your you know the day you were born, and the area you were at, and it basically gives you a whole list and personality traits, and is able to really give you a good pinpoint, you know, focus on how are you. You know what I'm saying? And it's insane how accurate it could be. In mine, I feel like it's extremely accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like of how I am and how I'm supposed to respond in life, and if I don't respond right, or um, uh, the type of individual I am, you know, introverted or extroverted, you know, things like that. And it's just amazing. And you know, this is again on all hopes, so you could do the same and essentially find more reasons to fall in love with yourself. And I feel like that is what I'm doing as I do this. You know what I'm saying? So that is always a good thing. And people always try to say that they're in love with themselves, but are they really? Like, are you really? Are you really? Think about that. Because I've thought about it. I thought I was in love with myself. Was I really? I don't know. I don't think so. But am I falling in love with myself? I could say that. I'm falling in love with myself.